Hello, welcome to another section on software testing. Today we are going to discuss about testing text box functionality. So go for this section. Here I take a test case of how to test a text box field. These are the test cases we need to execute. So the first one is test case description. So verify if the text box accept the input, and step 2 execute is enter any text into the text box and the expected result is text should be entered successfully. So I am taking the application for demonstration. So this is the username field, this is a text box. So if I enter anything, so it's able to enter. So our first test case is pass, that is the actual result is same as expected. Okay, so our test is pass, status is pass. Likely you can execute the test case. So the next test case tc002 verify the maximum character limit. So you need to enter the maximum limit in the character you can enter. So suppose your requirement is 255 character. So when you entering the character on here, if it's up to the 255, again you enter, it will not able to enter, or something in highlight the text box with the red color, something based on requirement. You need to check the maximum character you can enter. Okay, so if it is same as expected, you can write its test cases passed. So likely the next one, verify the minimum character limit, the third one. Okay, so if you go to the application and enter, suppose you have to enter three minimum characters. So if you not enter any three character, so you need to validate the text box based on the requirement. Okay, so next test case, verify the alphanumeric input, enter alphanumeric character, text box should be accept the display alphanumeric input. So your text box able to accept the alphanumeric like A to Z and 1029. So if able to enter, then your test case is passed based on requirement. Okay, so the seventh test case, copy paste functionality. Copy text from another source and paste into the text box. The text box should be pasted successfully, then your test case is passed. So copy one some text any field. Suppose I am copying this functionality text box, copy, control C, and going to paste here, control V. If it is pasted successfully, then your test case is passed. Okay, so likely you can same as expected and click on pass. And in eighth this case, verify leading trailing white space handling. Enter text with the space before and after. Okay, and leading, the expected result is leading trailing space should be removed or retained as per requirement. Okay, based on requirement you can check, and it is, if it is need to remove as per requirement, it should be removed. If it is not removed, then you can tell it that it is not as expected, so our test is failed. Okay, then the ninth is verify mandatory field behavior. So coming to this, suppose we not enter anything, suppose click on login button, we need a validation. If it is not any validation, then it is a bug. Okay, so you need to check, empty the field and click on login. So it should be popped up a valid validation. Leave text box empty and attempt to display error message indicating required input. Okay, so the 10th one is verify the field is editable. Attempt to edit an existing input, text should be editable. Suppose your text field is already in some values there, so you need to edit. So it is a should be able to edit, right? So then your test case is passed. Some cases the field accepts single line input only. Press enter the key, then it go to the new line. It's not a expected behavior, then it should be a bug. So here also, if I enter, it should be go to down new line, then it's a bug. Okay, here it is not happening, so it's working as expected. So Coming to the 12th, verify error message for invalid input. Enter invalid input based on the requirement. Display an error message indicating invalid input. So you need to verify the text box filled with the valid and invalid. Here you need to enter suppose any invalid, then it should not be accept the text filled with the invalid data. Okay, it should be validate. And the 13th step, verify the spell check if applicable. Enter a word with the incorrect spelling. Spell check should be highlighted incorrect word is if app enabled. Suppose you have a feature incorrect wording feature. Suppose I am entering some incorrect wording, it should be highlighted. See, it's highlighting. Okay. Then the next step, placeholder text. Check the placeholder text before typing. Should be displayed, then if the test case is passed. So we can check. Suppose when I place over the field, you can see a I like symbol. This is called placeholder. It's showing for text box field, so it's passed. Okay. Then our next step 15th, verify field is disabled. Attempt to enter text if field is set as to be disabled. User should not be able to enter any text. That means is in some text box may be in disable mode with the data. Suppose you enter anything coming to do anything, it should not happen as per requirement, right? So if it's you need to validate the disabled text box is not able to enter anything. Okay. Okay, then our next test case is 16th test, verify the field allows maximum copy paste length. So copy a very length character. Suppose your field 255 character limit. Suppose you assume that your text box is 255 character limit. Suppose you copying 255 above value text, then it should not be paste it over there, so you need to test that one. Okay, then the 17th text, verify input retain after form validation failure. Suppose enter text submit with errors elsewhere in form, text should remain in field if validation is failed. Okay, so that means if enter any wrong value and submit login, validation will be popped up, right? So the username or the field text box field should not be clear, right? It retain the value. Suppose this is requirement, so it must retain. So then if it is retained, then your test case is passed. Okay, so you need to verify that. And the 18th test case is verify special character handling for SQL injection. So you need to enter SQL injection keywords, so it should not accept that, and harmful error will not pop up, then we need to check that one. Okay, then ninth one, verify XSS protection. Enter a script tag value. Suppose I am copying this script value and paste over the text box field, then it should not trigger any error message. Okay, I'm copying this and paste it over here and clicking on login button, it should not any error message from database. It's getting error message because it's a local host demo site, that's why. Okay, so these are the test case you need to execute for text box field. So hope you enjoy this section. Thank you for listening. You can see in another section. Thank you.